Imagine not just enduring life's unpredictable moments, but actually using them to propel yourself forward. Because what if I told you, uncertainty isn't the enemy, it's the invitation. The test that transforms you from who you were into who you're meant to become. This is not about surviving chaos. It's about building your personal blueprint for thriving, right through it. Today, we're not running from uncertainty. We're stepping into it, armed with clarity, resilience, and vision. This is your blueprint for growth, and it begins right now.
Before we dive in, hit subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because this channel is about your growth, your discipline, your rise.
Chapter 1. Embracing the unpredictable. Your new normal. The truth is, stability, as we once knew it, is gone. The world we grew up believing was predictable has evolved. Jobs that once lasted a lifetime vanish in months. Technology outpaces education. And the idea of certainty has become a luxury. But here's the hidden beauty. When the world becomes uncertain, possibilities multiply. Most people fear the unknown because they think it means loss of control. But what if it actually means freedom? Freedom to reinvent yourself. Freedom to explore new paths. Freedom to evolve faster than ever before. Uncertainty strips away illusions and shows us what's real. It's life's way of asking, what are you truly made of when comfort disappears? Those who thrive in chaos aren't lucky. They're intentional. They stop asking for guarantees and start focusing on growth. So today, release the need for everything to make sense. Because in the mess of uncertainty lies the blueprint of your evolution. The world isn't falling apart. It's rearranging itself for those who can adapt. Chapter 2. The Clarity Compass. Defining your North Star. When everything outside you changes, you must anchor yourself to something inside you that doesn't. That's your North Star, your inner compass. It's built from your core values, the principles you refuse to compromise, even when life shakes you. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me when everything else fades? Because clarity isn't about knowing every step ahead. It's about knowing who you are at each step. Once your values are defined, set agile goals, not rigid ones. Rigid goals break in the wind. Agile goals bend, shift, and still move forward. Life is no longer linear, it's fluid. So your approach must evolve from plans to principles. Your why becomes your compass, and your adaptability becomes your map. Every uncertain storm tests this compass. But if your why is clear, no storm can shake your direction. Remember, clarity doesn't remove uncertainty. It gives you the courage to walk through it. Chapter 3. Building your resilience arsenal. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about learning how to bend without snapping. Every challenge you face is a form of resistance training for your soul. The more you lean into the discomfort, the stronger you become. Here's how to build your resilience arsenal. 1. Master adaptive breathwork. When chaos rises, your breath is your reset button. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. It's simple, it's powerful. It's control amid chaos. 2. Practice micro-mindfulness. 5 times a day, pause for 30 seconds. Notice your surroundings. Feel your body. You're teaching your brain safety in uncertainty. 3. Build your emotional muscle memory. Instead of reacting, reflect. Instead of collapsing, calibrate. Ask, what is this moment teaching me? The strongest people aren't those who avoid pain. They're those who transform it into purpose. And never underestimate the power of connection. Resilience thrives in community. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your strength when you forget it. Resilience isn't built in silence. It's built on shared struggle, shared hope, shared humanity.
If you're here, it means you want more. Not overnight success, but real transformation. Hit subscribe, join the movement, and rise daily with us. Because this is where consistency turns into greatness.
Chapter 4. The Opportunity Map. Spotting the Signals. Uncertainty hides opportunity, always. But to find it, you must learn to read the signals others ignore. The world whispers before it shouts. Start by observing. What's changing around you? What problems are people complaining about? What gaps are emerging between what people need and what they have? That's where innovation lives. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to think like one. You just have to think intrapreneurially. Innovate within your current world. Spot trends before they explode. And pivot with courage. Calculated risk-taking is key. The goal isn't to eliminate risk. It's to navigate it intelligently. Ask, what's the worst that can happen? What's the best that can happen? What's the most likely outcome if I take one small step today? Greatness doesn't come from predicting the future. It comes from preparing for multiple futures. Every storm carries seeds of new beginnings. The question is, are you brave enough to plant them? Chapter 5. Your Blueprint for Continuous Growth. Now, let's turn everything into action. Here's how you build your blueprint for continuous growth. 1. Create your uncertainty action plan. Every morning, list 3 things. What's in your control? What's outside your control? One small step forward. Because progress doesn't come from knowing the future. It comes from consistent motion today. 2. Reflect and iterate. End each week by asking, what worked? What didn't? What did I learn? That's how you turn uncertainty into intelligence. 3. Commit to lifelong learning. Read, watch, listen. Growth isn't an event, it's a lifestyle. The more you learn, the faster you adapt. And remember, mastery isn't about control. It's about confidence in your ability to adapt again and again. Because the moment you stop fearing uncertainty, you unlock your greatest strength. Limitless potential. The fog will always come. The path will always shift. But now, you have the compass, the map, and the courage to keep moving. You were never meant to avoid uncertainty. You were meant to rise through it. This is your moment to build, to evolve, to thrive. Not because life is predictable, but because you are adaptable. So, take a breath, step forward, and trust your blueprint. Your growth begins here. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone facing uncertainty. Subscribe to Rise Daily Motivation for more cinematic strategies to grow stronger, think deeper, and live braver every day. Because life doesn't get easier. You just get better.